YouTube, what is going on? It is your boy Cam from YouTube Media, and we are back with another Gacha on the Gacha. Yes, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, and whatever you choose to identify as. We are back on Honkai Star Rail for the Fate collab. It has officially begun, and as of this recording, it is Friday. Hopefully I can get this video out by Friday night, or if not, the latest will be Saturday, because there's a couple things I want to do on the editing side of things, ideas that are popping up in my head as I'm actually doing this recording. So yes, so the goal obviously will be to E6 Saber. I'm only going for E6, I'm not going for S5. So a couple things I want to do for this video. So I think I'm gonna have two counters, probably like on the left or the right side, whatever doesn't like invade the screen too much. I'm gonna have two counters. I'm gonna have how many pulls we did to get E6 Saber and how much it cost. So with that being said, here's another disclaimer. Now I fortunately have the disposable income to endeavor in such a tale of getting E6 Saber. So live vicariously through my summons, please. If you have problems when it comes to spending or gambling addictions or what have you, live through my summons. Don't do it just because you saw that I did it, or however much it costs by the end, and you go like, well, I can afford to do that. If you don't got it, you ain't gotta flex for nobody. Spend within your means. If you can get her to E0 S1, I think that'll be, or just even E0 with a good free-to-play light cone, I think she'll be more than fine in tackling any game content that comes her way. I'm just doing this for content's sake, and obviously because I have the disposable income to do so. So hopefully you guys are just as excited for this video as I am, and the way you can show that is by liking the video, commenting, subscribing to the channel if you have not, clicking on that bell icon to stay notified of all future posts that we drop on this channel, and sharing this video across all your Gacha degenerate friends. Help us get to 1K sub, guys. You've been killing with the support lately, and your boy highly appreciates it. And with all that being said, guys, let's get on with the video. All right, so before we get right into the summons, a couple things. So when you start this game off, immediately they give you a copy of Archer. Obviously they said that at the beginning that we would be getting a free copy of Archer. And also if we go to the warp, as you can see, I mean, because I E2'd S1 Phainon, so I did more than enough pulls so that we can claim his light cone as well, his signature light cone. So let's go ahead and do that. Bam. So we already have, if we go to characters, here we go. Bam, bam. So they did say they gave us more, like they gave us enough of the currency to get them up to level 60. So I do have some batteries and stuff left over. So I think my plan is, after I'm done, you know, doing all I have to do for Saber, I'll probably see how much I can get done. I may not, because OCD in me, I like to max trace everyone. I may not be able to do so with Archer, and if I'm not, it is what it is. But I do also want to showcase Archer's gameplay as well, because they're both new characters, they're both collab characters, so I mean, why not, right? So I'll grind for his materials off screen, because I basically focused only on, like, after I got done with Phainon, my main focus was getting pre-farming for Saber. So I do have some stuff left over, so like I said before, I'll probably tackle that stuff off screen, and probably during the next gameplay video, which I believe will be pure fiction, which I don't know how Archer's gonna perform in pure fiction being a hunt character, but I don't know, we'll see. Maybe during that video I'll have him built up, and then we can also showcase him, or maybe I'll just drop a video in between just showcasing them both in the latest Apocalyptic Shadow or some other in-game content. You let me know in the comment section down below what sort of stuff you want to see as far as a content perspective these characters tackle, and I will be more than willing to accommodate if I can do so. So aside from that, all right, so we have, so like I said, there's going to be two counters on the screen. You'll probably see them now, or they've already been up there. There's going to be one showcasing the pulls that we do, and also another one showing how much money we spent, or off-screen grinding we did to get to get E6 Saber. So let's see. So far right now we have about, let's see, 35 pulls. So I'm going to already do some off-screen grinding. We'll get some more pulls, and then we'll start to summon. And then again, as we do the summons and as I do off-screen grinding, we'll keep tallying up, and we will see basically if I'm extremely lucky or unlucky. But we'll use this as a base point of, if you want to E6 Saber, again, do not. If you cannot, do not. But we are just seeing how much it costs to E6 Saber. So let me get the off-screen grinding done off screen real quick, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I should also note that I do play Star Rail through the Epic Game Store, and we do get like cash back basically. So I will be taking that into account, because I will be using those cash backs for this video, but I will be taking that into account when we are totaling the amount of money that we have been spending so far, I've been spending so far. So just as a heads up on that. So let's go ahead and convert, and let's get the tickets. All right, let's go ahead and go right to the warp. So we have 85 pulls in total so far. Actually, my friend just let me know. So as another disclaimer, so if you are someone who, like, maybe let's say for instance you pulled on Phainon, maybe you lost the 50-50, but then you pulled enough to like where like the next multi is like a guarantee, like it's the guaranteed 5-star or what have you. It doesn't transfer to these banners. These banners are counted as separate banners. So if you are like close to your guaranteed, or you're close to your 50-50 pity, it does not carry over to this banner. You are starting from zero and 50-50. So be aware of that if you are choosing to pursue Saber or Archer, that the pity does not carry over from these banners, which I think is low-key a little bit of a scummy move. I know why they did it, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Okay, let's get right into it. So I have 2 destruction characters on here. I'm already so like I'm kind of low-key scared about when we get to the 50-50 point. Let's hope for some good luck, y'all. Phainon, I got some really good luck with Phainon. Like, if you didn't see that video, I highly recommend you check it out. We got some good luck on that, but hoping that Saber, treats us right, treats us well. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna be skipping. I really wish there was like a fake out animation in this game or something, man. We need more summon animations, man. Come on, Star Rail. Okay, I am back. So I forgot I had some food on the way, so so for y'all it's an instant cut, but for me I just took a nice little food break because your boy needed to recharge my nutrients. So yeah, let's continue on ahead. We'll skip this because honestly there's no 4-star that I'm interested in, light cone or otherwise. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep moving forward. So I'm also gonna probably add another counter. I'm not gonna speak it into existence yet, but when it happens, you'll know what counter I'm talking about. But yeah, so hopefully everybody's enjoying their day. It's Friday. I'm super excited because next week I will be going to Japan for the 2nd time in my life. So very much looking forward to that. Got a lot of things that I want to do while I'm there, and definitely will be taking a lot of pictures and videos if they allow me to, because I do want to be respectful of where I'm going and things of that nature. So but yeah, I do plan on doing like I don't want to say like a super vlog, but like maybe like a mini vlog type video as far as like things that I've done there and my experience and things of that nature. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. But on to the actual collab itself. So my knowledge of Fate is very limited. So I think I watched, this was like way back in the day. I think it was Fate. Was it Fate Stay Night? I think that was on Netflix. I had watched like the first episode because it was like the first episode was like 40 minutes. I think it was Fate Stay Night. I had watched the first episode of that, and I was like, I had no idea what was going on. I knew about Saber, obviously, because I think I don't know if I said that, but like Saber definitely is a good choice for a collab character because she's definitely an iconic character. Because someone like me who has very limited knowledge on anything in terms of like the Fate universe, I know who Saber is. I know about Excalibur and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so I think I watched the first episode, had no idea what was going on, no idea who the characters were except for Saber and Archer too, because I knew about Archer as well. And I think like after I got done watching the first episode, I asked my friends, like, because they're like kind of deep into the Fate lore. They know a lot more about Fate than I will ever know. So I was like, I'm super confused. Like, do I start with Fate Stay Night or do I start with another Fate? Like, where do I start with? It's almost like the Monogatari series, where it's like, where do I start if I'm like interested in actually getting to know more about the universe and the characters. And I think they gave me a list, and I looked at the list and I was like, I'll get to it eventually, and eventually never came. But I am interested in like actually getting more familiar with the universe. I do plan on eventually getting into Fate. But yeah, so aside from that, I did play a little bit of FGO for a time. This is like, man, I don't know. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, cool. We don't have to put the counter up yet. I did play a little bit of FGO. Like, man, I can't recall like when it was. So hold on, let's see. So we did 80 pulls so far. Let me write this down. I have a notebook out so I can put. So now I think we should have enough for at least a pity, I believe. So let's go ahead and get that young. No, we don't have enough for. Actually, we do have enough for a pity. We have, boom, 5 right there. All right, well, let's see. Maybe this will be back to back, just like Phainon. Come on, Star Rail. They said hell nah. They said hecky nah. Nah, you ain't getting that, my boy. All right, so now that's 90. All right, so let me now go ahead. We'll do some off-screen grinding, and I will be right back. Okay, we are back. All right, let's go ahead and get that. Let's get the tickets, and we'll hop right back into it. There might be a time where I just like double up on the off-screen grinding instead of just doing, just once, depending on how the summons go. But yeah, so I don't recall. I think it was like maybe it was the first year that it was out on global. I don't know if there's like a difference in between different regions, but I do remember I stopped playing when that one Saber character came out. It was called like the Mysterious X or something like that. I believe when her banner was out, I think I played like maybe like a week or two more of it, and then I just kind of like lost interest in the game. I don't think it's like a bad game or anything like that, but it just wasn't like my cup of tea at the time. Maybe it's in a better shape. I know if anybody who plays FGO can let me know in the comment sections below if it's worth checking out. Because I'm not trying to add any more gacha games to my roster to keep it a buck. I squeezed in Persona 5. Like, I squeezed that game in, and it's only solely because I am a Persona fanboy, and Atlas has me by the balls at this point when it comes to anything related to Persona. Although I have been hearing a lot of tings about that game, so to speak. I am aware of like a lot of stuff that's happening, and it's kind of, honestly, at this point, it's kind of made me kind of like, should I even put out a week impressions video? Because now like the overall energy surrounding that game is about like the changes that they put for like 1.1. So like about the like them kind of speeding up character releases and story content, which is to be expected as far as like it's, as it being a game that I think the CN is like a year ahead of it now. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. So the CN version is like a year ahead. So like obviously they're gonna have to they're gonna want to get this version of the game up to date. It makes sense from that angle, but the way they're going about it is a little bit kind of like, I don't know. I don't really know about that, Chief. Because it's like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me, and I know because if anybody knows the gacha gaming market, if there's any demographic you want to hit, it's China. China is where it's at when it comes to anything, any medium, movies, TV shows, merchandise, whatever, because the global market there, if it pops, you are making a lot of money. So obviously it makes sense that like if they were going to do a gacha game for Persona, they would definitely want to go to China first, obviously, because that's where the money is. Before I continue on with my TED talk on gacha gaming, let's see how much we have. So oh shoot, I was not paying attention. So it's 50. Okay, I just had to real quick put down how much that was. So this will be 60 more. So right now I think we should be, if my math is mathing, we should be at 150 so far, and we have E1. I think we're doing good. Let me know, the calc people. Let me know if we're doing good as far as, you know, total calculations as far as average pulls to get a character at a certain Eidolon level. I'd like to know that. So there we go. That's nothing. All right. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna double down. We're gonna double down on the off-screen grinding. So let me go ahead and do that real quick, and we will be right back. Okay, we are back. So yeah, like I said, I had to. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get it out the way. Actually, before I do that, real quick. Sorry if I'm coughing a lot. Food didn't go down the right pipe hole, so to speak. Let me go ahead. I want to real quick. I want to get some of these things for my build for Saber. For the substats, obviously, because your boy needs that kind of stuff. I ain't gonna hold you. So do that, and then the rest we'll spend on. Should we just go and get all of them? Yeah, you know what? Let's just go and get all of them. Yeah, let's just do that. There we go. And one more. Bam. All right, cool. And then the rest go to the pulls. All right, we're at 79. Let's make that 80. Boom. There we go. All right, so let's continue on with the summons. So yeah, back to my cam talks. So, you know, obviously in terms of like the gacha market, China is a very, very big market that you want to hit. So it would make sense that for them to, like, if they were going to launch a gacha game for Persona, that's the market that they want to hit first. But it just feels weird to me because Persona is such a globally like recognizable IP and friend. Like, it was extremely successful all around the world. So it's weird to me that like it never got released worldwide simultaneously, because I feel like if they did that, like, I feel like a Persona 5 gacha game would have been well received even during the time when it originally released about like a year ago. It would have been well received all around the world. So like it just, they kind of dug themselves into their own hole, because it's like, you know, you wouldn't run into this issue of trying to catch up the game to the CN version if you just released the game at the same time worldwide. And I feel like you would have made probably even a lot more money than you would have if you just did it simultaneously, instead of one version is like a year plus ahead, and then now the other version is playing catch up, along with the stipulations of like certain standard banner characters not like going to the standard banner after their banner is done. Like, then there's no confirmation of like the character that's out right now, Marion. In the CN version, she's a standard banner character, but she released first as obviously like as a featured unit, and then later on she got put to the standard banner. But they were saying like, oh, we don't know when she's gonna come back. So I mean, so it's like they're creating artificial FOMO by going like, well, I mean, you should probably summon for her while you have the chance. And then they also released another. So they released a limited, like an actual limited character with Yui on top of that. So it's a lot of weird stuff going on with that game. I feel like a lot of people are gonna kind of take this as two ways. I was actually, shout out to the homie D Free, because I was watching his video on it. I watch some content creator stuff to kind of keep me abreast of what's going on in a lot of different gacha games. And I watch this channel when it comes to Persona 5 the Phantom X stuff, and he was saying like it's gonna go one of two ways, where people are gonna switch to the CN version. I can see a lot of people doing that, like getting familiar with the game, similar to like Dokkan, where like getting familiar with the game on the English or the global version, and then switching over to the CN version and just starting a fresh account there. And then are also another way is just people just outright just saying like, yeah, I'm done with the game, you know. And I wouldn't be surprised if people were to do that, because like it does kind of feel like a slap in the face what they're doing to the global audience. But I don't know, it is what it is. I'm going to continue to play the game, but like I'm definitely viewing it under a microscope. Like I'm not treating that game like Star Rail or like this game or even Triple Z, where like I like to go for every character and their signature weapon. I'm kind of like, if the character looks interesting to me, then I'll go for it. If not, then I'm fine with wrong wind destruction character, Star Rail. Wrong wind destruction character. All right, so now the counter is gonna go up. So there's a new counter that I'm putting up, and it's called 50/50s lost. So now we have 3 counters. We have total amount of pulls through tickets, how much it cost, and now we're gonna have how many 50/50s did we lose. So we just lost one. So she's currently at E2. So I feel like, luck aside, like we have been getting really good luck because she's at E2 right now and I didn't lose a 50/50. So, and honestly, if I were to lose a 50/50 to anyone, I'm glad it's someone like Blade, even though it's very ironic because he's the wrong wind destruction character, but whatever. We'll continue to go. Also, man, you know what I'm saying, let me get some double 5-star pulls, Star Rail. What's going on with you, man? All right, so I had lost my train of thought because I lost the 50/50. I was talking about, okay, yeah, like I'm treating Persona like truly like a side game. Like I'm just kind of like, I do want to do some content around it, but I just don't know like what type of content I really want to structure around that game, because I don't know, it's weird. It's not a weird game. It's just I already do a lot when it comes to Gacha and Gacha content. I just don't want to like forcibly do content for the sake of it just being new kid on the block. You know what I'm saying? I'm a quality over quantity type guy, so I don't want to just do it just for the sake of like, oh, you should do it because, you know, everybody's talking about it, and I put out a video and it's just like you just feel no energy from it. It's just that bad. Okay, so that's 80 pulls. So let me go ahead and add that. So if my math is mathing, we should be at 230 right now, and if not, then post editing cam will call current cam or past cam that you're seeing right now an idiot and tell you how many pulls we're actually at. Let's see how many we have for pity. So we have 10. All right, let's go ahead and get that, and let's go ahead and do this last pull. So this will be 240 if I'm not mistaken. Pom bless your boy up. Oh dang, I do find it very funny how like the promotion video that they have for this shows like Pom like going to the train, and then like the freaking gold comes out and Saber walks out. All right, so y'all know the deal. Let's do some off-screen grinding, and I will be right back. Okay, we are back. We're back. I said we're back. All right, let's go ahead and get these young tickets. We're not in crash out territory yet. Like I said, if I was gonna lose a 50/50 to anyone, I'm glad it's Blade. Notice how a certain icy boy is not on my celestial invitation, because if I saw him, I would have crashed out for sure. So we're not in crash out territory yet, and then, you know, we're guaranteed at this point, so we're kind of just smooth sailing until we get the 5-star animation. But yeah, let me know how you guys' summons went, if you summoned for Saber or if you're summoning for Archer. I heard Archer's really good, which I was hoping that he would be good, you know, because typically a lot of gacha games like to treat characters like if they do give you like a free whatever the 5-star equivalent, S rank, whatever identifier they like to use. Let's go ahead and take care of this real quick. So yeah, whatever identifier they like to do is like the highest rarity, and they give it to you for free. They're not like good. But I am happy to say that like at least the Hoyoverse games I've played with Star Rail and Triple Z can't speak for Genshin because again I didn't play too much of it to know what is good or what's not in that game, so I'm not going to speak to that game. And I played like a small micro bit of Third Impact, so I can't speak for that game as well. But I will say that like Dr. Ratio was really good at the time that he came out and he was free. Haramasa and Triple Z is still really good to this day, like as a free 5-star character that they gave us. So I am really glad like when they do give you like free stuff in this game, that it's like stuff that is actually viable for players who are, you know, necessarily don't have the means to go crazy on the banner like I am, or who are free to play players. And you know, it's good for them to have options, because it's not all about the whales or whatever you want to call them. It's not just about appeasing to them, because they don't make the large player base. It's a mix of people, and most of them are probably free to play or casual players, so it's about kind of making sure that they're taken care of too. So yeah, it's good to see that Archer's good. There we go, Saber. So this is E3, I believe. This should be E3. Okay, should be E3. Man, should I put a counter up of like double 5-star pulls or something? And it just 0 at the end of it. Like, yeah, no. So if my math is mathing correctly, we should be at 290 total pulls, and we're at E3 so far. Let's see if we have enough to do pity. We don't. How many do we have? No, it would be 9. Okay, so I'm going to once again. So this time I'm gonna double down. We're gonna double down on some off-screen grinding, and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. So we did the double down. We did the double down. All right, so boom. Let's see, 100 tickets. All right, cool. Actually, we can do 110, right? That's one. Yep, we can do 110. All right, cool. Let's do that real quick. Bam. All right, cool. We're at 110. I'm checking my notes to see if I added the pull. So we should be at 290 so far. Again, if I'm not, then post cam will call me an idiot, and you'll have the right one there. All right, so let's keep it going. So we're at E3 so far. We need 3 more copies. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get a multi where we just get 3 sabers and then just end it right here. You know what I'm saying? The odds of happening that are low, but it's not at 0, and that's the key part. And we still have to get our light cone, obviously. Like I said, I'm only going for S1 again. I'm not doing. We're not doing S5. We are not doing S5. Maybe because her banner will still be out in 2.5. I might get more copies in 2.5 depending on how my summons go for those characters. But yeah, no, we're not. I still have next week. We have Yuzuha pulls on Triple Z, and then I also have baby girl Dorothy or Doro pulls on Nikke. So yeah, I still got to save some funds for those games. So like I said, I can do E6. We can't do S5. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately. All right, so let's keep it going. Let's keep it rolling. But yeah, aside from Gacha games, I've been really locking in on some. So the summer if I can talk, the Steam summer sale. Actually, I think it just ended yesterday. I think it ended on the 10th. So we're waiting for the autumn sale now. But I did this game wasn't on sale, but I've been seeing so many people stream it, and I was like, you know what, curiosity got the best of me, and I went ahead and got the game, and I've been playing it a lot more so during relax. It's a very relaxing game in my opinion. I've been playing Date Everything, and that game, it's a funny game. I love it, but it's also just like a vibe game. It's a game that I definitely, if you're into dating sims, I definitely recommend it. Like the premise alone, I'm honestly surprised that like we really haven't gotten a game like that. I'm pretty sure that maybe someone has done it, but not to the level of Date Everything, where it's like literally just you can date your fan, you can date the wall, you can date the floor. Like it's just like it's a really cool console. I've been locking into that game. I still haven't what is it? It's actualized when you first meet them and realized when you get the right spec points to turn them into humans. So I'm still going around and like trying to get like trying to get that all handled and done. At this point, I've already gotten like my favorites. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a tough one, man. Cause right now, Betty got my heart, bro. Betty got my heart. I ain't gonna lie to you, Betty. But I did see the no, okay, nah. The game is trolling me, bro. The game is trolling me. The game is trolling me. You're trolling. You're actually trolling. There's no way. I also have Claire on here too, so I'm like losing the 50-50 within the 50-50 within the 50-50. 50-50 inception. All right, so that's two. That's two. We lost two 50-50 so far to Blade. I'm gonna put a picture of Blade up. So should I take Blade off? Nah, I'm not gonna take Blade off. I'm not gonna take him off because he actually got buffed and he's actually really good, and I do want to use him as well. So he's at E2 right now for me. So, yay! I'm still not in crash out territory yet. I'll let you know when I'm about to crash out. We're not crashing out yet, but I'm about to crash out. I'll crash out if we lose another 50-50 to Blade. Because I have Sela up here too, bro. She's supposed to be getting buffed. Let me get Sela. Alright. Let's keep it going. But yeah, Betty got my heart for sure. But there, I will say though, the one thing I do like about that game, and this is just me speaking as a okay. Alright, hold on. I like that. I like that star rail. I like that a lot. So we like to see. Let's just get two. Let's get two. Two sabers right here. Boom, watch this. That's one saber. And we finna get like two more. Watch this. You're not Saber March 7th. Speaking of, when is March 7th gonna get her 5-star? She definitely should be getting it in Amphoria since she kind of seems to be a major plot point, even though she's been sleeping all the time. All right, okay, cool. So we kind of we bounced back with that last multi, so that was 110. So let me go ahead and calculate that real quick. If my math is mathing correctly, we should be at 400 pulls so far with two 50-50s lost. Okay, all right. Let's see if we have enough to do a. We do have enough to do a pity summon. Bam, right here. We get a saber. Well, maybe in our dreams we got saber. maybe the saber was the real saber was the friends we made along the way. All right, so that's 410 now. All right, y'all know the drill. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. All right, let's go ahead. I had to check my mic. For some reason, I don't know why I got like. I was like, is my voice actually? Can you hear me? All right, let's do that. All right, boom, there we go. We got 101. How many can we get from here? Okay, so we'll probably have enough to do at least one, maybe two. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep it going. So like I was saying before all that stuff happened. So the point I was trying to make was that like, I love seeing all the melanin characters, like seeing a lot of black queens, my black kings on there, bro. I love it, bro. I love the representation. The game has really great representation across the board, to be honest. So it's a really good game. I know there's a certain segment of gamers who don't like to hear that word, but I like seeing it in that game, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, I would definitely recommend you check it out. I've also been playing. I don't know why. I think it's because I want to say it's because it was on PlayStation Plus. Is it this month or last month? But I started a new playthrough of a Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. you notice that like if you tuned into that game, I use a lot of some of that OST in some of my older videos and some of my recent videos as well, for like Triple Z and stuff like that. It's like background noise and stuff. Man, this game is so good, man. That is another. I think I've just been like playing a lot of vibe. Like I've just been wanting to just kind of have like a chill time playing video games, more so because depending on how I feel after I'm done recording this video and putting it out on YouTube, season 3 of Marvel Rivals just dropped, so you know all the vibes that go out the window when I play that game. If you know, you know. And we're starting to rank grind again, and we got those Chrono Shield tokens. I'm brother. All right, Saber. Ah, we got Emin Welt. All right, so that's another 50-50 that we lost. So that's 3 50-50s lost so far. I think I got one more in me before I crash out. Unless we can redeem it with another 5-star within the. Can we get like? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like we need more. We need something, man. Rate ups, guaranteed animations, something, man. Because it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just like maybe like an animation where like, I don't know, what's the chick's name from Genshin, Paimon comes and slaps Pom Pom across the face and then goes like 2. Like you're getting two 5-stars or something like that. I don't know, man. We need more. Spice up the summoning, man. If it's one thing I can give Dokkan and Legends credit for, is that like, yeah, summoning on those games can be annoying, but it's like at least we can get some flashy animations now and then to make the process better, or like super guaranteed animations to make it go like, oh, okay, nice, I'm good. You know, sometimes I like to be surprised, but sometimes I'm just like, you know what, man, just give it here. Like at this point, I don't want to be surprised. You know what I'm saying? We going for E6 Saber. What do I need to get surprised for? But I think we should be able to get the 4th copy within these summons. I hope so. All right. I gotta remember, so that was this will be 110 as well, because we definitely have enough to. All right, cool. Yeah, so this is 100. This is 110. Okay, there we go. Whew. I'm about to say, man. All right, so this is E4. Yeah, I definitely do not recommend this for. And the only reason why I wanted to do it for this character specifically is because they're a limited collab character. Like every other characters have. Now, maybe this character will come back in the future, but I don't know, probably not. All right, boom, there we go. E4. 2 more copies. 2 more copies, y'all. unless it's a double 5-star. Double 5-star. Nah, we don't get that here. Okay, so this is 110. Okay. We're back. All right, so a lot of stuff happened off screen. Oh man. All right, so I thought it would have been my bank, but it was actually Epic Games that was like, "Hey, bro, what you doing, man?" So I had to go to because I make my purchases through the Epic Games store, so I had to go to the top up store, and then my bank was like, "Hey, hold on, bro, we don't recognize this site. What you doing, my boy?" So we low-key kind of gotta wrap this stuff up, because I don't know I don't know, man. I don't know how long my card or like this stuff is gonna hold up before I just like shut everything down. Because I can't make any purchases anymore through the Epic Game Store, because they basically were like, "Hey man, you basically made too many purchases within like a short amount of time, so I gotta wait till 24 hours. I can't wait 24 hours because by the time I'm able to do that, I got a lot of stuff going on tomorrow because my flight is on Sunday. So like, yeah." So I was like, yeah, let me just hopefully, you know what I'm saying, Star Rail, let's lock in, you and me. Sorry about rubbing the mic. You and me, let's lock in and get these summons done. We only need 2 more copies, so like I said, I think I should be fine with the top-up store purchases. Because I think what's happening is that either Epic Games or I don't know what's going on. Something is basically going like, hey man, not over here. All right, so let's keep it going. Let's take care of this real quick. Okay, let's go. All right, now we're getting into crash out territory. we're getting into crash out territory. This will determine if I crash out or not. All right, let's go. I didn't check the 4 stars on this banner actually. We need more. We definitely need new 4 stars, man. It's been way too long. Okay, there we go. All right. Whew. Let's get a double 5-star, please. No. You know what would be funny is if I do the light cone summons, and then in the light cones we get I get like S2 basically. Okay. All right, so we are now at E5. All right, we need 1 more copy. And then I have to remember that we were at 100. So I need to add 100 to the, well, obviously the counter will, you know, be as we keep doing the summons, but I'm just trying to make sure that I have a total in my mind as I'm doing these summons. All right. It definitely excuse me for my lack of commentary in this part. That off screen, dealing with all that stuff off screen, I was like, oh man, I can't wait 24 hours because we cannot do that because I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. I'm actually planning on seeing the new Superman movie tomorrow as well. So I'm gonna be seeing that with a couple of the guys, and then basically after that I'm getting ready for Sunday. Not Sunday in the game, Sunday in real life. All right. Oh, we need 1 more. Okay. All right. So I did have enough of the cash back to get this thing from the Epic Game Store. So I'm not counting because I didn't spend any money on this. So I'm not putting this is like $14.99, but I didn't spend any money on this thanks to the cash back. So I need to make sure that I have. So we should be at 620 right now. All right. So let's keep going. So this will be 640 after we're done with this. Okay. All right. So now we're at 640. All right. I shall be back. Now I got to go to the top up store. Okay. I don't even want to tell y'all. It's like, nah. I'm not finna regale you with my tales, y'all. Let's just keep going with the song. It's like shout out, definitely shout out to ensuring that we're still at 640, right? So much stuff has gone on off screen. It's instant for y'all. So this last cut, I probably was away for like an hour or so dealing with stuff. Yeah, needless to say, I had to pull up on my bank and tell them that I'm a gacha player. All right, so I think we should be good to go. I'm not gonna lie to you, we are in definite crash out territory. So we have 60. I need to make sure I keep a note of that. So we are in for sure crash out territory. We only need 1 more copy, and then we need to get the light cone, and we're done. And trust me when I tell you, I'm definitely done. Oh man, come on, let's please, Hoyoverse. I'm just not in the mood, man. I'm not in the mood. I feel like Garesh, man. Them 30-minute videos of Garesh just like slowly mentally declining as he goes through those summons. But at least in this game, you know, it's guaranteed. Ultras aren't really guaranteed in Legends like that. Come on.
perfectly fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Y'all mind if I crash out real quick? Okay. It's the fact that it's Blade that gets me. So our Blade is at so when you think about it, it's so our Blade is at E3 right now. So at E3 on a standard character is a guaranteed E6 on a limited character. Is that what you're telling me? All right, we can still come back though. There we go. Okay. All right. Oh man. Okay. Whoa. Oh, bro, I was finna legit crash out. I'm ready for these summons to be over with, just because it's funny, because it's like, bam, there we go. We're finished. Like, it's like the bank is doing a great job, because honestly, I would flag myself, because it's like, hold on, bro, it's too much activity going on in such a short amount of time. But then it also is like an insult to me, because it's like, are you saying that like you think I'm so broke that like these transactions shouldn't be happening on my account? So it's like, as somebody, because I work in cybersecurity, so like I'm glad to see the bank doing its job, but at the same time, the gacha player in me is like, come on now, you know me, you know what time it is. Okay, so we are finally done. E6 Saber. So I am going to right now, so because I don't know if I want to do with the light. Yeah, we're not gonna include light cones, because light cones don't really count. The light cone doesn't count. So E6 Saber. Okay, I'm back. In total, our total amount of warps should be 690 69 giggity. And then the total amount of money that it cost to completely E6 Saber, it was $1,139.05. That's a lot of money for one character, isn't it? So yeah, if you don't have, again, I have the disposable income to do this. I'm perfectly fine. So if people are going like, yo, no, are you just fronting for the camera? Like, I'm fine. But definitely do not go for E6. Again, I think she'll perform just fine at E0 S1, E0 free to play light cone. You know, this game isn't that hard. This game is not that hard enough where you really need to go for E6 S5 on a character. You more so do it for the love of the game. And again, like I said, she's a limited character. I like Saber, even though I'm not big on Fate as a series. I like Saber's character. I like the Excalibur. Like, I like all that stuff. So I don't mind E6 in her. But yeah, now that we're done with that, so like I said, I'm not gonna count light cones, because light cone is not a part of the. I wanted to do the total calculations for just E6ing her. Now, if I was doing S5, I'd probably do a separate calc and then total it all together. But yeah, that's just my experience. So if there's any people that are out there that are like calculating average pulls to get E6 Saber or whatever, use my video as a so with all that, let me just so we have to go for a light cone now. See how much pity do we have? I'm wondering if we'll just get the pity we need with this multi. Can we get it first multi? That'll be something, right? Nah, I highly doubt it. Now I am low-key running on, because I don't know how, because I'm doing my stuff through PayPal, and I don't know how the bank is gonna react to that stuff. Okay, boom. Okay, all right, so I will be right back. Hopefully I can be right back. I think I can probably do one more before like my bank or PayPal goes like, no. It's a no for you, dog. But we'll see. Okay, we are back. All right, so again, I'm hoping that this is it. 75-25. I better not lose this. All right, let's see. Okay, and then once we're done with that, so what I'll most likely do is I'll probably cut, and I'll probably build her, like, you know, get her up to level 80 and all other stuff, get her max trace and stuff like that, and then I'll come back to when I finally get all her relics set up, and we'll, you know, level up all her relics on screen, and then we will activate all of her Eidolons on screen, and then we will end the video there. I may put some gameplay at the end of this video too, depending on how I'm feeling. It's because I got a lot to go over as far as footage and editing is concerned. Oh man, what are the odds of that though? Like, can someone put that, like, the odds of losing my 50/50s specifically to Blade each time? I mean, we got Welt one time, but like the fact that we did get Blade 3 times out of the 4 50/50s that we lost is kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, we should be coming up. This should be the pity, right? Here we go. Yeah, okay. 75-25 pity. I am we're in super dangerous crash out territory. This is like level 10 crash out territory.
Yes!
Okay, there we go. Whew. All right, we're done. Oh man. Okay, I had freaking Epic Game Store tell me, like, hey, look, man, you're doing a little bit too much, and I had my bank like, hey, what you doing, man? So definitely, probably in the future, if I ever decide to E6, I will probably make sure that I intermittently spend the money days before I do a video recording to avoid all of the miscommunications between the different platforms. All right, so let's see. We got the light cone, a thankless coronation, bam. All right, so again, what I'm going to do off screen is I'm going to get her built up, level 80 light cone, max trace, and then I'll set her relic set up. Just to let you guys know in advance, the relic set that I plan on using is the 4-piece Wave Strider Captain and 2-piece, not this one. I might use this one depending on how my luck is, but Galmoth. I'll probably use the Galmoth. So again, I will be right back. Okay, we are back. So as you can see, guys, we have level 80, and max trace. Now the thing that now, I don't know, I could just be dumb cam at the moment, but is there a way to, like, actually set if you want, like, English or Japanese voice acting for certain characters, or is it just only universal for now on? If not, then that definitely needs to be a quality of life that they do, because as of now, because right now I have the Japanese voices because that's, you know, that's all they have. They don't have English voice actors for these characters, so I have it on the Japanese voice pack now. But let me know if there is a way and I'm just missing it, or if it's something that I hope they add it, because I do like the English voice cast in this game. But for now, I guess I'll stick to Japanese, because, you know, you can only hear Saber in Japanese. All right, so I'm gonna wait to see, because essentially the dilemma I have is that, like, I want to do crit rate main piece with, like, crit damage, but I'm deciding if I want the last one to be attack percentage or speed. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and enhance the ones that we have right now, see where the stats are, and then that'll kind of shape where I want to do for these last 2 pieces that I'm missing in order to complete her kit. If y'all don't mind, you know what I'm saying? If y'all don't mind, you know. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get this enhanced. Yeah, I don't have a lot of the relic things that I would like to have as well too, because of Phainon. But I think we should be fine. We have more than enough leftover stuff that I can just give them. Okay. We need that crit rate though. I want to get her crit rate up at least to like about I think because I'm using a guy. Shout out to Games 8. But we want to get her crit rate at least to like 80 to 60 territory. And the game is like, no, you're not getting her crit rate up to the 80 to 60. Okay, so okay, we are back. So I basically just off screen putting on the rest of, so this is what we're looking like so far as the relic sets that we have. I wish I had better luck on the crit rate department, but y'all know my luck when it comes to this stuff. I ain't gotta tell you, I can just show you. But I think she's still looking good overall as far as her overall stats are looking like. Again, 70%. I wish we could go at least for 80, but I think 70's fine. We'll have Sunday on the team as well, so he'll be Sunday, and Robin will be providing good crit rate boosts for baby girl Saber, so she'll be able to do what she needs to do in that department. And so now on to the meat and potatoes of this video. Okay, all right, so just wanted to check around something real quick. Okay, so E6 time. All right, so we have one, the Lost White Walls. So increases the ultimate damage dealt by Saber by 60% after Saber uses a basic skill, basic attack or skill, gains 1 core resonance. So let's activate that. All right, now we have the oath, the Lost Oath of the Round Table. For every 1 point of core resonance gained in this battle, Saber's damage ignores 1% of the target's defense. This effect stacks up to 15 times when triggering the core resonance effect to boost skills multiplier. Each point of core resonance additionally deals the damage multiplier for the current instance of skill by 7%. All right, E3 is just a boost to her basic stats. E4 increases the Saga of 16 Winter Days, increases Saber Wind Res Pin by 8% after using ultimate, increases Saber's Wind Res Pin by 4%. This effect stacks up to 3 times. And then E5 is just another, enhancement to the skills. And then E6, the Long Faded Night. The Wind Res Pin of the ultimate damage dealt by Saber increases by 20%. The amount of overflow energy that can be accumulated with the trace Blessing of the Lake increases to 200%, or 200. After using ultimate for the first time upon entering combat, regenerates a fixed amount of 300 energy for Saber. This effect can trigger 1 time after every 3 ultimates used. And there we go, E6 Saber. First limited E6 I've ever gotten in the game. And so yeah, is it worth it? We'll see. I might put some gameplay up. I probably will. I'll definitely put some gameplay up at the end of the video. So yeah, that'll wrap up me talking. Because I've been talking a lot. I've been doing a lot of commentary. I got a lot to do as far as the editing side is concerned. So again, we already have the total cost it took to get to E6 Saber, and also the amount of pulls it took to get to E6 Saber. So, I would like to know, as far as like the Reddit calcs and all of this stuff, how lucky or unlucky we were. Shout out to Blade. Before we even do that, let's end this. Let's you know what I'm saying? Where is he? Where's the other star of the show? Boom, there we go. E1. Enhanced basic attack and ultimate deal additional increased damage to 1 designated enemy with the increased amount equal to 150 of the tally HP lost from ultimate. Boom. Alright, E2 is when Blade is in Hellscape state, his crit rate increases by 15%. Wow. What a great E2 that is. I imagine back like when he first came out, people were like, holy crap, 15%, that's crazy. And then E3 is just a basic stat upgrade. There we go. Yeah, the real star of the show, E3 Blade. All right, back to baby girl Saber. All right, so yeah, we'll end it on this screen. All right, so once again, thank you guys so much for tuning into the video. If you stuck around so far, if you are pulling for Saber, I'm wishing you all of the luck. If you're pulling for more copies of Archer, again, I'm wishing you all the luck. So plans for next Star Rail video most likely will be Pure Fiction when that resets next week. And so we'll probably take Saber on. I'm going to see if I can get Archer built up in between, but bear in mind that next week I'm pretty much not going to be doing any videos for Gacha on the Gacha since I'll be out of the country. And so we'll see. I will see for Archer. Archer is a big asterisk mark at this moment. I will try my best to get him built up because I do want to showcase him since, I do have him at E0S1. So, stay tuned for Archer. But as for Saber, definitely we'll see her showcase at the end of this video. Take her on Apocalyptic Shadow and also in Pure Fiction when that resets the week after. So once again, thank you guys so much. If you stuck around so far, again, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you have not. All that stuff helps us combat YouTube's algorithm and pushes our channel to a wider audience. And you know what? Sub up for the first E6 on the channel in a while, because I probably won't be doing this again anytime soon. But it was fun though. I enjoyed recording this video. Editing is going to be a grind, but it always is. So yeah, with all that being said, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. God bless. See you next time.
アンサー燃えたて騎士の魂よ危険なリズムねユニゾンが響く大丈夫指示マスターストライクエア怖いよ逃げんな呼ぶ声が明細にしてこの身をもってあなたを守り導こう必ず勝利前この明かりは星の希望複数カイバー星々の反響感謝しますこの明かりは星の希望複数カイバ
あっちは俺様だけで十分だ
この身をあなたを守り導こうこの明かりは星の希望複数カイバーエヘン解放指示マスターストライクエアこの明かりは星の希望複数カイバー求めるものを得る供養さ
あっちは俺様だけで十分だ
この身をあなたを守り導こうこの明かりは星の希望複数